Happy spouse, happy house. Oh, well, why is she never concerned about making me happy then, huh? Greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena today, as always. These are some of the highlights from our stream, and I really hope you enjoy the games. If you do really enjoy the program, please don't forget to leave a like and subscription. It really, really helps the channel. So without further ado, let's get to the games. Probably not, but we'll play it a little bit and see if we can get the hang of it anyway. All right, so we're going to keep this one. And see what the healing component has to say about these things. Let's see. Ziatora's Proving Ground. Don't mind if I do. Come on down. And opponent on Deathcap Blade into Mountain and Blood Tithe Harvester. All right. See, this is one of those cards that we omitted from the list and kind of wished I didn't have to. So we'll see if the additional inclusions at the top end justify the removal of these things at the bottom end. Another one is like Fable the Mirror Breaker. Very strong Rakdos style. Speak of the devil, here it is. A strong mid-rangey style card, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, lands. I put in the wrong... Or, no. Oh, okay, I didn't. I have Xander's Lounges in here, too. Right, I forgot. These are just dual lands. We wanted the extra domain stuff for the board sweeper, but darn it, this hand did get some worse now that I realize these are the Jun lands. Well, whatever. All right, Ob Nixilis, come on down. How was your day, Mike Wood? All right, come on down. Yeah, drag to the bottom. Going to be able to put in some work here, hopefully. But we'll see. We will see. Day one jitters. Yes, that's right. That is right. This is it's release day. I've got a good excuse, right? Rusty says, or glad you made it. All right, Cabaret Courtyard goes a seeking things. Andrew McAllister, hey my friend, good to see you again. It's been a minute. Yes. We're gonna block and attempt to kill the Blood Tithe Harvester here. We'll see how things go. Our opponent, of course, thinking we're playing Jun just like they are. I would not blame them, considering we haven't played any blue lands yet. But, you know, is what it is. Here we go. Kaito Shizuki, come on down. And go up. Drawing and discarding. All right. Well, we are going to send away a land, see how things go. And phase out our Kaito, see how things develop over the course of the next turn. Little do they know the nonsense we're up to. That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. Okay, opponent uses Sokenzan to make some dudes and then flips over a Reflection of Kikijiki, crashes in for 4. We drop to 13. All right. A Ziatora's Proving Ground for our opponent as well. So we're going to go ahead and X equals 2. Meathook Massacre. Opponent allows it to resolve, very surprisingly. Their creatures go away. Triggers get stacked, and we're going to go ahead and put a Blue Ninja onto the battlefield. It cannot be blocked, and we'll see how things go. Mike Wood, it's actually more of a Super Friend style thing, but I also wanted to try and get Sol'kanar the Tainted to work. We'll see. It's unlikely to last the entire day because, you know, it's questionable that your opponent ends up with it, but, you know, it is what it is. No, Scum7. That redemption is actually turned off for today. Uh-oh, our opponent also has the Meathook Massacre. So we are going to be offsetting life loss and life gain. Opponent going to kill our Kaito. They got, well, that's fair, Andrew McAllister. Though, admittedly, I'm still just a nobody, you know? So it would be surprising if our opponent did, in fact, know who we were. Xander's Lounge. There we go. It's our second blue source, which could come in handy. Depending. I mean, I guess we should have looted first, because that might have changed something we did. Burn down the house, gonna go away. Infernal Grasp going to get the Graveyard Trespasser, and I think we are gonna go ahead and discard the redundant Kaito, though I'm pretty confident Kaito is a much more reliable card than Sol'kanar the Tainted. So we'll see, we'll see. The healing component, your go. Your go indeed. Hey, Shadowrunner, glad you made it. Good to see you. Charlie Trotter, glad you are back, my friend. I trust life has been treating you well. Aw, thanks, Charlie Trotter. That's very kind of you to say. All right, well. Drag to the bottom. Opponent loses a Shakedown Heavy. Meathook Massacre's offset. And Kaito generates another dude, the healing component. Your go. Oh boy, Aether Channeler? Yeah, it's possible. Very possible. It's tough to make decks right after rotation. It's true. Yeah. Momome, did you get that text I sent? Alright, well, next. Go after Arlen Pax Hope. Kill off Arlen's Pax Hope. And Kaito, go up. Well, alright. You know? Don't look a gift Meathook Massacre in the mouth. You know what I mean? That's what I always say. Meathook Massacre. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. Well, it wasn't actually a text. It was a direct message. And I do send direct messages to mate. Well, not really. Primarily, Mama May sends direct messages to mate. But I'm also not jealous. So I'm pretty sure that counts. Yep. All of the things happen. Yargo, the healing component. Oh, great question. Presumably DMU, but I don't actually know that. I have not yet redeemed my free packs either. But yes, there should be a free code for all of us to use. All right. Evolving Wilds. Gonna grab us a mountain. And we get a swamp, eh? Well, let's go up. It's another land. Not ideal, but here we go. Sol'kanar the Tainted. I think we are going to go ahead and play it anyway. 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Probably just the stinking Blood Tithe Harvester. It causes problems. Our opponent, though, might be getting control of our Sol'kanar the Tainted, and that could be problematic, so we'll find out. Another Blood Tithe Harvester does, in fact, show up. Well, that is good. That I think we correctly read the situation as, hey, potentially problematic, and sure enough, here we go. But Ob Nixilis being able to sacrifice the Sol'kanar is quite nice indeed. So let's go ahead and go up. Then Sorin go down just for the time being. And pass. Sol'kanar going to draw us a card. It's another Sorin. Okay, interesting. Play DMU confirmed. Thank you, Scum7. I appreciate that. Hi, Smires. Glad you made it. Good to see you. This is my 1920s casual outfit, which was cashed in last evening by Booyah 7-Eleven. Okay. All right. Well, we block and block. Gain 2 life on that attack. Opponent going to draw a card, do a little draining, as are we. Going to do a little gaining. And Tenacious Underdog's card hits the hand. All right, Blood Tithe Harvester. Going to kill off our Sol'kanar the Tainted. We're actually not too broken up about that. Is what it is. And, okay. Yes, that's a good one. So, let's go ahead and go up like so first. I may reveal this card. I will reveal that card. So, let's see. Yeah, before they get a chance to do something with the reflection, we're going to go ahead and go after it. That does cost us a couple of life here, but we get to gain a couple of life here. And I think we are going to go ahead and draw a card with the Kaito just to give us as many options as possible. Okay. Are we supposed to sacrifice the Ob Nixilis, or the Vampire to the Ob Nixilis here? I think so. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Indeed. All right. Yes. All right, and redeem. Do all of those things. Little life happens. We're gonna go ahead and go down here, but up here. Don't mind if I do. The healing component. Going to get the turn back. Kaito, very, getting close to ultimate here. If, Kaito's ultimate is pretty silly. Traditionally speaking. Ulvenwald Oddity. All right. Okay. Combat. You got it. Infernal Grasp. Draining. Losing life. All right. And Tenacious Underdog gets to block. We will sacrifice the Evolving Wilds because I'm sick of having priority. Get a Swamp. Yep. Damage upstairs. And opponent getting to draw another card. Though admittedly, the Tenacious Underdog's 2 life a turn is beginning to tax them some. I think that is definitely notable. All right, so go on down. Go on up.
You work for me now, Runt. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Opponent discards an Infernal Grasp here. All right. Just generate 3 creatures. All off the cuff, so to speak. Hi, the Great Inventor. Glad you made it. Good to see you. Oh, boy. That's fair. We do have quite a few. Not the least of which are the Sol'kanars. They're already in the bin, right? That Kumano faces Kakazan to each Planeswalker they control here. Brutal. Holy crud. That was absolutely disgusting. Yep. Goes after Ob Nixilis. Well, we're gonna block. You got it? And Meathook Massacre doing things. Please don't do that, guys. I'm trying to have fun. Please don't do that. All right. Opponent drops the 9. Creature dies. Meathook Massacre's trade off. Yep. And they get their card. Notably at the end step, so they aren't able to take advantage of it to the most... to its maximum value. All right. Well, Ob Nixilis go up. Jaya, Fiery Negotiator, comes down. And drag to the bottom. And lands. And stuff. But we're playing in standard. Everybody else is playing with all the cards. You know, it's just... It's not a very reasonable critique. All right, so we get a prowessing monk. And we're going to go up. We get another lightning strike. I mean, folks, I think when you're presented with a gift horse, you shouldn't look it in the mouth, but you might lightning strike your opponent, which I think is pretty quotable. All right. Yeah, I agree. I think the animation is pretty good. I think we're gonna send that one back. Yep, this is fine. Keep, send back. Evolving Wilds, I guess. No, we don't really have that many blue requirements, so let's send back the island. And then we can Evolving Wilds to grab another red source if we want. Oh boy, glad we did, because here is Jaya Fiery Negotiator. Sign me up. All right. Just tapped a forest for 81 mana. Good lord. Casual suspect. How did you manage such a feat? Yeah, let's just go after their Gallic Readers before they get any things. Isn't the Flip Tybalt rotated out, Onyx Virus? Wasn't that in Kaldheim? Or am I just misremembering? Because, you know, it easily, you know, I can accept that I'm just remembering improperly. So we have a second red already. I think we would rather have a third black before a third red, so we'll grab that. Yeah, it's true. It is standard, Onyx Iris. Yeah, I mean, it's rotation day, right? It's the first day of the format, right? Okay. Jetmir shows up. Yeah. I mean, Jaya does defend herself with prowess creatures, but does not get rid of Jetmirs, which is terrifying. All right. Unoriginal one. Glad you made it. Good to see you. I didn't do any rotating. Oh, well, I see. Well, I mean, you know, I prefer to keep my my community guessing, Han, and it's worked so far. You have guessed, every one of you. Just saying. All right, Jetmir crashes in at Jaya. All right. Well. Yeah, let's go up, and I think we will Sol'kanar. It's a little bit scary because we don't currently have a way of getting rid of it or anything like that, so our opponent might end up with a Sol'kanar the Tainted. but our opponent has to stop attacking with Jetmir, and I was going to say, the more likely scenario is our opponent also has interaction because they're probably playing Magic, and Sol'kanar just dies, which is okay then because we got rid of their Welcoming Vampire, which was going to draw them extra cards. It was a prophecy that came true in this particular case, so fine. Let's go ahead and let's start on the Kaito. Just in case we draw into a removal spell we can use. We did not. All right. Then a Jaya.
Get out there and blaze a path.
And do we... All right, fine. Maybe it was better to play the Raffine's Tower, though, actually, because that was the 4th land type for Domain, which could become relevant here. You know? All right. Jagon 22. Does make a land drop. And Jetmir crashes in. We will block first. And Jagon 22 going to give trample or something. All right. Lightning Strike. Jagon. Do you have a protection spell or? Okay. All right. They do. They do. All right. These things are fine. These things are fine. Okay. Make a dude. Make a dude. Jaya continues marching towards ultimate. We will activate this ability just right now, just in case there is something we want to do. I don't think there is. All right. Black Market Tycoon makes it to the battlefield. You got it. They do now have Vigilance. So we will block and block. And Lightning Strike again. Unfortunately, because of the extra creature on top, it is not enough to save it. All right, whenever you cast a red instant or sorcery, copy it twice. We don't have that many red instants and sorceries, so let's just... drag to the bottom. Kaito up. Ziatora is proving ground down. And just make another Jaya. Burn down the house, though, making a whole bunch of devils would be really nice. All right, well, you know. We're gonna do it. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. So, burn down the house. Yes. Got him! Oh, love it, folks. Love it. Because I've heard people use that word, but I cannot confirm that it's actually grammatically correct right now, and that's eating away at my soul. I have to believe that's a word. And I'm kind of a fan of language in general. I find it fascinating, and, you know, it's a little bit of a weird personality quirk of mine. And words mean things, and I like that, you know? But... yeah. I do. I enjoy it. It's just, it's, you know... definitely got me second-guessing myself. All right. Via Webster's Dictionary. Thank you, MTGO Beast. Thank you. I honestly appreciate that. Because I recognize how silly that must sound. But darn it. You know, once you start second-guessing yourself, where does it end? You know what I mean? All right. A red mana. already got double black, so... Let's go ahead and Kaito and just go up, I guess. Ay, that was not the one. We need to hit land drops here for sure. We would like to be able to drag to the bottom in a timely manner, but, you know. I mean, yeah, I actually don't know that, honestly. Okay, so we did get the land, but it is unfortunately a tapped land. So our Kaito will be subject to attacks. The question is, do we let it die? Wow. They just go at our face. Down to 8. I am not particularly thrilled about this. As much as I wanted them to not kill our Kaito, I wanted them to attack our face much, much less. You know? All right. Let's drag. Yep. Get drug. And I think we will make a dude. Because we do want them to commit to the board. At the very least, we get to cash a couple of these counters into an actual card, which is nice. Rather than having to discard, we can at least attack once, draw, and then still drag to the bottom next turn, potentially. But, you know. We'll see. Why are you particularly thrilled about that, Gemini? It's a great question. All right. So, 7 cards in hand for Jedi to our 5. Though, Ulvenwald Oddity, no. That's bad. Oh my, that's... quite abysmal indeed. Do they go after Kaito? No, just our face. They just say, nope, your face. That's all. Okay. Well, let's attack. If they have a second Ulvenwald Oddity, we do just die, you know? All right.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
I think we want to Liliana, make them sacrifice, and then hold up Infernal Grasp so that we're not just dead to another hasty creature. That does put us at 2, which is not a safe life total by any means, you know? Okay. Can't ask a question then say it's a great question. I bet I can. Why'd the chicken cross the road? That's a great question. Boom. Taste it. How do you like them apples, huh? Huh? That's what I thought. How dare, you know? Peru Dabo, glad you're making it back. Good to see you again. Glad you made it back. Okay, well, Liliana. Okay. So I think we are gonna go with the Sorin. Because we at least get a lifelinker this way, you know? So there's that. I really don't know what Jedi's doing over there. They have millions of cards in hand, you know? Yes, and I see. All right. Defiler of Vigor comes down. All right. Infernal Grasp. Opponent going to protect it? They do. And they gain 2 life to boot. Okay. Well, that's fine. Combat, get in. And... all right, let's look at the top card. Yes, reveal it. Let's... Yeah, I guess we will just Ob Nixilis with casualty. Sacrificing the dude. And then land, drag. And then make a ninja. Woo! It's not their name on YouTube. Ah. Fair enough. That is, I can't believe anyone would ever do that. Why don't you just have your on-screen name match your other on-screen name? How irresponsible. Pete, glad you made it. Good to see you. It's a space wizard. All right, that's fair. Sir Warrior, glad you made it as well. How's life been treating you? All right. Right? I miss Danny T-Law, for the record. I was very, very fond of Danny T-Law. All right, well, land pass. Not particularly thrilled about this, but it is what it is. That's true, Mike for A64. That's true. He was very good though, for the record. You know, it wouldn't do me much good to be very competitive, right? But Danny T-Law was actually quite skilled. The competitive thing, you know, suited him very much. Seriously? Are we seriously on draw one of our very few basic lands, then draw into 3 Evolving Wilds? Is that really the kind of life we're living? You gotta be kidding me. Not ideal. I'm not sure, Frosty Flavors. I am not sure. Was he more skilled than... I don't know. I mean, he was very good, for the record. Like, I'm not saying that in jest. And presumably, Danny T-Law is still quite good. He's not dead. Just not streaming anymore. But, you know. But yeah, he was always at the top of the leaderboard. And, again, just because you play a lot of games, like, can help you compete. You know, the more games you play, the more you can compete for the top. But he also, you know, he would just shoot straight up there, you know? Agreed. And just super nice dude, for the record. Super nice dude. Being at number 1 does mean something, Steinel. That is, while not as hard as like winning a pro tour or anything, you know, obviously, but like, make no mistake, being at number 1, like, it takes a lot of commitment to get there, and you do have to perform at a relatively high level, you know. Return of the Mac. Hey there, good to see you. Glad you made it. No, Steinel, that's not true. That's not true at all. That can be true of getting to Mythic, yes, but that is not true of getting to number 1. You have to be quite skilled to be competing for number 1. Because it's losing takes you way down. Winning only takes you up a little bit. So you've got to, you know, you have to maintain a very, very high win rate to be able to compete at number 1. Mythic 1%? No, that's achievement. That's true. Yeah. Now, if we're talking about just achieving Mythic in the first place, well, okay, yeah. Enough time and a good deck, you can do that. All right. Blood Tithe Harvester. Do we care about that card? Maybe? We can wait, though. That's fair, Steinel, but I also don't think it is reasonable for a person to judge another person by how they perform on stream. That is not reasonable at all, because if you are trying to be an entertainer, you are going to perform at a less high level. So for you to judge Steve's prowess at the game by how he performs in front of an audience, that's like disingenuous at its peak, because there's no way you can perform as well when you're on stream. Like, don't forget, guys, I also took first place in a relatively high profile tournament, and you have all seen me and how I play here on stream. Like, it's you know, I do not even claim to be at a high level, right? It is Poseidon.
You can deal with my
It's just a, you know, it is different, right? All right, opponent voltage surges away our lifelinker. Not thrilled about that. Yes, Warrior, I was at my regular time as well. And I streamed to my regular time. I'm not sure. I might actually have to end early tonight a little bit so that I can get to my niece's graduation. But we'll see. If Mama May is not ready to leave at an appropriate time anyway, then actually I don't think we want to reveal that right now. Then I just, you know, I won't bother and we'll just do our thing, but we'll see. Hard time ringing in order. Yeah. Well, that's true, Scum. It's true. And like I say, I mean, I'm not trying to come down on anybody, certainly not. But I'm just saying, it's difficult. Yes, some villains. It's true. These are Grixis colors, folks. These are Grixis colors. So maybe heroes a little less. Anti-heroes, perhaps. It's been a minute, Steinel. It's been a minute. Sure. Oni Cult Anvil doing its thing. Yeah, come on down. And Kaito. Yeah, come on down with this one as well. And pass, see what happens. Voldaran Epicure. Okay. Not thrilled about these things, but it is what it is. Looks like they have run out of burn for our creatures, though. That's good. I do, Warrior. So we'll see. All right. Oni Cult Anvil doing Cult Anvil things. Okay. Well, let's go up. See what's on top. Yes, we will reveal the land, no doubt. Then we're going to go ahead, gain a little bit of life back. Make our blocks a little less good, but that's okay. Kaito, go on up, draw us another card. Yeah, and we're going to play the land and a Sol'kanar. And deal damage? I think. Yes, I think this is better. All right, there we go. There we go. Zodiac 2411. What do you say, my friend? 4 cards in hand. They have been grinding away, but our board presence has gotten relatively robust. Okay, a little exile action, sure. We did prepare for this. All right. If they have another removal spell for our 1/1, that would be unfortunate. They would get to kill a Planeswalker. But okay, they just pass through. They recognize the situation and don't do it. Tropic Cancer, glad you made it. Good to see ya. Which deck? The Oni Cult Anvil deck or the one that I'm playing? Because in fairness, I didn't realize anyone was playing something even similar to what I'm playing. All right, get in there. Opponent loses a little bit of life. Oh, it was actually me? Oh, no. Well, sorry about that, Tropicancer. And by sorry about that, I mean, love you long time and may you prosper and all that. But I'm glad I defeated you, you know? So we're actually going to go up with our Sorin here. We will reveal that card, believe it or not. Pay a little life to do so. All right. And pass. Yeah, what the heck? Give me my... You gotta give me your channel points now, Trafficant. Yes, indeed. Good game, Trafficancer. Good game. It was an honor. All right. All right. No. That was on the house, you know. It was my honor, you know. All right, opponent does some more draining. 4 cards in hand though. What is our opponent doing over there? Oh, it's Meathook. Okay. That is what we were afraid of with the Sorin. That's why we went up with the Sorin rather than going down with the Sorin. But we aren't particularly thrilled about that. Opponent gains 1,000,000 life. We lose several. The good news is we are very prepared for rebuilding. Right? I think we actually want a Takenuma here. And oh my goodness. I wanted to get a Liliana. Do we just get a Jaya though? We have 2 lightning strikes. I wanted a Liliana because we could play it, but this is fine. I think we want the Jaya. All right, let's do this thing. Rematch. All right, we could do that. Or we can just refund your points. No, darn it. Voltage Surge. Gonna sacrifice that Oni Cult Anvil. Kill off a Sorin the Mirthless, perhaps. Oh, I'm sure that's true, Frosty Flavors. I'm sure that's true. All right. Well, very carefully thinking about that Voltage Surge. Just having Kaito drawing us extra cards every turn at no additional cost is very good. Then they get an Abrade for our 2/3? Wow, our opponent is running hot. Good heavens. All right. Well, you know. Yes. Hattie, glad you made it, my friend. And Oni Cult Anvil doing its thing. Yeah. Suddenly, we're fresh out of life gain here. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Then we're still a mana short from our Jaya. We don't have a lot of untapped lands in the deck anymore, though. I think just getting the Jaya down is going to be better. All right, so we're going to plan on that. We're going to draw a card first, though. All right.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
You don't have to. You get to. Casual, you have to understand there's a huge difference between having to and getting to. You know? I won't do it if you absolutely refuse. But you get to. It's an honor. Ugh. As long as I don't get to. Alright, well, fine. Alright. You got me. Then we can do that. But, you know, you can't stop my wishes. And I wish for you to be, you know, you to enjoy yourself and all that. They get our Jaya down to 8. Oni Cult Anvil doing its thing. Yeah. Well, okay. That is good. So, Meathook Massacre. X equals 1. Prowess triggered. Yep, the things happen, the things happen. Yep. And Liliana, more prowess, and Liliana go up. I'm afraid we won't have the life to play with these Infernal Grasps, you know? So we're gonna get rid of that. Hey, Wixos, glad you made it. Good to see ya. It's true. It's true, Wixos. 75,000 channel points required to get me into this getup. But they were, in fact, cashed in. All right, a braid goes away. All right, Kaito goes up. Okay. Well, these things are unfortunate. So land, gain a life. Blood Tithe Harvester comes on down. Yes. Oni Cult Anvil sacrifices that stupid blood token, which was for free. All right. Yes. You got me. And do we want to waste prowess triggers here? Yeah, I think we're going to waste one prowess trigger because we want to be able to hold up mana as well. All right. So let's go ahead and go up, get our opponent's final card. Going to get rid of our own drag to the bottom. It was the second Meathook Massacre for our opponent. So we're going to go ahead and prowess up with some dudes. And Lightning Strike, just to secure as much damage as possible. Our opponent has been running very hot. It's about time for a land pocket, if I do say so myself. So please, 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 land pocket for our opponent. I think we're going to hold on to that just for discarding things. Uses here. Glad you made it. Good to see you. It's true. It's true. Cyberclinkos, glad you made it. Glad you made it. Got him! Taste it.